go there, we have a really, really special guest, a new addition to the Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet family. And congratulations, Dave, on your baby boy, Stevie.
Thank you. It was really stressful getting there and getting him all ready. And
so you're going to get the fireworks here. Let's see.
Does it do it?
Let's see.
Thank you. And it's awesome having him here. And we're already putting him to work. You see his little Good Shepherd onesie.
Oh.
And he's got to go and volunteer, make things happen,
I love it. Well, Cesar, did I say it right?
Close. Dave and I were discussing this. Cesar, but for my
go ahead.
My other friends.
Your white friends.
You
it's
can
okay.
say
Caucasian.
Cesar.
Okay. But you're with a great organization, and I had no idea until I saw the event you guys did and learned more about it. Please tell us who you're with and what you guys do.
Definitely. So thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being here. Which event did you go to? Because I did 2 here in the area.
The gas, where there was a limited amount of half paid for gas, I think, up to half. That's awesome.
So I'm the grassroots engagement director. They have so many titles, so I don't remember which one it is. Because it's either that or community engagement director. But the organization is called LIBRE Initiative. And so, as you said, we're out here working in the community for the community and seeing what we can do to help out.
Awesome. Well, we're going to learn more about that after our 3 events. But our cliche saying we always say is be the change you want to see in the world. And, little things like your events, they're not so little when people are struggling. And it makes a big difference in hard times, just letting them know that people care. So I'm excited to learn more about it.
Right. And I just want to say, give you a huge shout out for the backpacks you guys donated for our back to school.
Thank you.
Event. That was awesome. Molina Healthcare sponsored the event, and they donated stuff too. And you guys donated how many? A couple hundred backpacks.
We ordered, I think it was 250, 300 maybe.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we gave them all away.
That was a crazy event, man. I don't know if we'll discuss it, but that event was insane.
It was awesome to be able to help as many people as we helped. So what a huge blessing. And that was our second annual one. So we're going to do it again next year.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
That's what it's about, coming together, right? Collaborating. That's
absolutely.
Awesome.
And our last event, or we did one more event with you guys. It was the gas station event. We helped connect and make those things happen. And you guys gave people half price gas. Is that what it was?
So, that was a huge event. And we did, I'm trying to remember, we did a total of maybe like 30 events this year. So if you do the math, and that stopped in September because of elections and everything going on.
Okay.
But we did about 40, what did I say, 40 events earlier, 30 events, something like that.
That's a lot.
And anyways, that was the one that took the most amount of work. And I think you remember, you helped me out big time because we were able to use the parking lot out here.
Yeah.
And without a parking lot, we would have had 200 cars lined up somewhere.
There was a huge turnout.
And we would have got police called on us. We didn't have permits.
Yeah.
And so it would have been a lot of hard work. So thank you to helping us out and talking to who you talked to. But getting it set up, we ended up helping out a total of 276 families, I think it was.
That's awesome.
That was nuts.
Gas at that point was $5.80, maybe $5.90, and we brought it down to $2.24.
That's great. I mean, that was huge. I remember seeing all the people lined up, and huge shout out to SEF. They're one of our partners. They donate to us monthly, and they also are our, they've been helping with Good Shepherd stuff for a long time. So been a great long-time partner, and they own the parking lot. So it was all them. So thank you so much, John Klippenstein, who's been on the podcast. He was my connection over there and great associate pastor over there.
Thanks, Pastor John.
Yeah, it was interesting. I'll just add this and then we can go to our events. But I will say, looking at the people's faces, waiting in line, it definitely shined a light in a tough time. So I was pretty impressed.
People asked, they were like, what's the catch here?
Yeah.
There was no catch.
I asked him that. I was like, wait,
there was
they're
no
going to
catch.
pay up to half take for families? That's amazing.
Yeah.
When you first told me about the event, you're like, hey, can we do something together with this? I'm like, you guys are doing what? That's crazy. And you guys did 30 events like that. That's nuts.
Yeah. Well, those are the larger ones. We did a lot of smaller stuff in the community.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say the backpack event is a smaller event. I'd say that's the like mid-size events. Gas station is the large, and then we got the more, I would say, family type family feel type event.
Yeah. Well, and we'll get into all that in a minute, but let's we always start the show with 3 upcoming events in the community that you can go to, you can bring your family to, or just some of them are even just for a nice date night out. So we're going to get started in our event segment. The first event that we want to highlight is the Holiday Lights Festival. From cozy comfort foods to tasty treats, there's something for everyone, for every craving, and that will be on November 29th through November 30th, so 2 days. And the first night starts at 4 p.m., and it ends at 9 p.m. That's when they do the tree lighting and everything at the Big Believe sign in downtown Reno. It's a great event. Brighton Dennison, our friend over at Great American Craft Fairs, donates that spot for us. So thank you so much, Brighton. And we're able to table and share what we do at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
That's a really fun one, and I just encourage any families who have not gone to that. It's so beautiful. It's at the Believe sign again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just a great time. We always are freezing our butts off, but we bundle up, and you have like warm mead, and I have hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah, that mead is
latte.
good. Oh, Black Rabbit, they do a great job.
Lots of local vendors. It's just a really fun time.
You guys said rabbit meat?
Black Rabbit mead.
Yeah.
Mead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
It's
well,
like
you got to
a-
come down to the event and try it.
It's like a
We're gonna have a booth down there.
Warm kind of beer, almost mixed with
It's a mulled wine.
mulled
is what
wine.
it is.
Okay.
So
But warmed up. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's,
That's weird. Never
yeah.
heard of that.
very, very popular in European countries.
Cool.
So, and it's a nice hot beverage. But they had it last year, and they said they're going to have it again. But Brighton's a good friend. Thank you so much for donating and helping us with that. We appreciate it.
Ooh, I'm excited about the next one. I'll let you say.
The next one is our open house fundraiser here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet on Giving Tuesday. That will be on December 3rd. We're going to be doing a podcast live here during the event. So there won't be a Monday episode that week. It will just be that Tuesday episode. But we'll be doing it live during the event. Encourage you to come down, but there will also be some online activities as well you can engage in. But it's all to raise funds for Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. Do you want to announce the very cool thing about it?
Yeah, so we had an amazing, anonymous, generous donor step up, and this individual is going to match the first $5,000 donated in any form, whether it's a raffle or just giving. And so that is super exciting. So your money will go twice as far, up to $5,000.
So yeah, we're really excited for the event, and thank you so much for that anonymous donor. Seeing these people believe in our cause. We just got a grant from Smart and Final, a small one for $400, which is great for just for the event. So definitely come down, be a part of it. Tickets to get in is $5, and that covers all your food and drinks and everything else. But it's just a small little donation just to get in, and we'll have silent auction. There'll be food included. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll be able to see the podcast live.
And it is a season of giving, and we have such generous donors, and I want to thank you first before I say this next part. But I will say that unfortunately the need is growing, and so we are being spread thin, and we do need people to step up and give. So please, if you're considering somewhere to give, we'd love to be considered. And again, it's tax deductible. And if you have any RMDs or distributions that you have to do, we're always looking for that as we expand with some exciting announcements for 2025, which we won't get into yet.
Can't get into yet, but there are definitely some big things coming. Really big things. I'm like, oh my goodness, dude, are you sure we should do that?
I know. We got to do it.
But
people need it.
Yeah, the need is growing in the community for sure, especially as the cold winter season. If you guys have an old coat or something to donate, now's the time to definitely donate it.
You're going to wear a elf hat, Santa hat during the live?
I will not. Will you?
I will. What's he so afraid of?
Same. I will.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be great. Doors open at 5:30, and a lot of the festivities and stuff are going to start around 6. But definitely come in here at 5:30, and maybe you can have that food and drink first before everyone else gets here. And we'll have it's going to be a big holiday fun party.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Are you going to make cookies?
You don't want me to make cookies. I'm not a good baker.
We're going to have a lot of fun. So please mark your calendars, and we'd love to see you at the event. The third event we want to highlight is one we have highlighted in the past, but we're getting close to the end of it. So definitely check it out. It's the Dragon Lights Festival, and that's going on till the end of this month, end of November. So it's a great time. Have you been there? Have you seen it?
I went last year, yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Great photo ops, great fun with the family.
I
really.
went last year. I love the angel wings Lily got right in the middle of the angel wings. It's really cute.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool, and I love all the lights and the feeling and the food, and
And they
it's
switched
cool.
it up a little bit, right, this year?
Yeah, they switch it up
Each year?
a little bit every year. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Support your local events. And the reason we talk about these events all the time is we really want to encourage you, the listener or viewer, 1,000+ people that are part of this journey with us, to go out and be a part of the community. Go maybe meet someone new. Be around other human beings, because it's so easy just to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the easy thing to do. It's harder to decide I'm going to go out and do something with my family, make a memory, or just watch another episode of Ted Lasso, right? Like, I mean, it's easy to not be in the community, but it's so important for our mental well-being.
Yeah.
So important. So please, we encourage you to be a part of all this. We encourage you to be out there in the community. Any other events we're missing that you wanted to highlight?
No, I was just going to say that we do have a free or no-cost grief support groups available at Circle Life Hospice for any kind of loss. We know that the holidays can be difficult, especially when you've lost a loved one recently or even 20 years ago. So just know we're here. We're going to be doing an angel ornament gathering at 5 o'clock at our offices. You can go to colhospice.com, and that's a great time to bring the family for dinner and make an ornament for your loved one. And we do it every year. It's just a really special time.
That's great.
Oh, we got, there. Hello, Cesar Jr. from Christopher Dare.
Oh, look, it's Chris.
Hey, what's up, man?
Who is that new father? He's already looking wiser.
Well, that's right. Yeah, no, I don't know if you saw it earlier, Christopher, but you can rewind later. Little Stevie was on at the beginning. So, yep, we're really excited, and thank you for all the congratulations from everyone.
Good work, Chaz. I just inspire to be people like you. I appreciate all you do, Christopher. You are definitely a good friend and mentor and a good man.
On our event, on the Giving Tuesday event, Christopher announced that he's donating a brick for the Veterans Memorial at the Sparks Marina to Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet to be raffled or auctioned off. So
yeah, which is awesome.
That's great.
A legacy gift. That's cool.
I might silent bid on that.
Can you tell me about that brick? Because I don't know what that means.
So on the when you go to the memorial, there's all sorts of different bricks on the ground.
Engraved, right?
Engraved on the ground. And so people can purchase it for a sponsorship or something for the memorial. And so
Nice.
he's donating that brick for us.
Okay.
So for the event.
Neat. Real
If
cool.
I win it, I'm going to put baby Stevie on it.
Nico is
Love
all
Uncle Chaz.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, a huge blessing, and so many people are coming around us for this event, and you guys, you're great, Christopher. We really appreciate you. And if you're listening to this and you're like, why are they talking to people? This is actually a live show that we do on Monday nights at 5:45 p.m., and you can come onto Facebook and comment and like and
But if
and
you
be
ask
part
a
of the conversation.
political question, we're not answering.
Yeah, except for tonight.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's great
Ugh.
to have this live conversation with people, and that's what it's all about. Our goal is to have conversations about these initiatives and nonprofits in the community that are doing so much good. Because honestly, Chaz and I, we say this a lot. We learn something new every single week.
For sure.
Because there's so much in these longer form kind of discussions that we had no clue about before. And it's hard to get that out without that longer form discussion. I mean, you could probably send me your website and with a 10-minute video or something, but I won't know the same thing unless I'm having this face-to-face conversation with you.
Yeah.
That being said, let's dive.
There was a pause there. You had to jump back in.
Let's dive into, well, I like to give you room in case you needed to say
Yeah.
something,
No.
Let's dive into the community resource this week, which is the LIBRE initiative.
Definitely. Which part are we getting
So
into?
why don't you tell us a little bit about, why you're passionate, first off, what you guys do, and then why you're passionate. How did you get involved with this organization?
For sure. So we haven't gone into it. Dave kind of knows, I've known Dave for 3 years now, I think.
Yeah.
And anyways, in those 3 years, so much has happened, an insane amount of things, but like good things, big things. And so I'm thankful for that relationship. But anyways, going back to this, I grew up in church. I'm going to turn 37 next year. And so grew up in the church, grew up really just being there for the community. Church is another place where you'll go and you need help. You are looking for help. You're looking for something.
Yeah.
That sounded bad that you're looking for help. It just means, there's something that you are not finding anywhere else.
Yeah.
And so you'll go to church and try to find that. So anyway, in church, we're there for the community. However, I think you guys have realized, I don't know how old you guys are, but sometimes when you mention religion, when there's that religious church aspect, some people are turned
Put
off.
up a wall. Absolutely.
That's exactly what it is, a wall. And so someone came to me and they said, hey, Cesar, there's this opportunity for us to kind of help out in the community. You should check it out and see what you can do. Every single panel that they asked me in interviews, I said, I'm already doing this, what you guys want me to do. Only difference is that I have a religious
backing,
whatever you want to call it. I said, I already have what you guys need. Just now the advantage is we have a different audience that we're going to be able to reach. So that was my main incentive. We already are helping out the people, grew up helping out the community.
Yeah.
And the only difference now is that we have support of a large organization that is here for the community. And as Dave mentioned, we're doing stuff that really helps people. That people, when you think, what's the catch? It's something good.
Yeah.
And so, just to give you an idea, two of the events that we did, gas station brought that price down to $2.24 to an insane amount. And the reason we behind all of that is gas was high, and prior to the administration that we have right now, gas was at that price, $2.24. That's 4 years ago. So price has doubled, more than doubled, or had doubled.
And one of the things I really like, and you've explained this to me before, one of the reasons you guys do it is to just have conversations.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole idea, is
you're
to
meeting
get
a need.
To get people to have conversations by meeting a need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty powerful.
It is. Tons of people are always asking, hey, remind me, tell me about the next event. Tell me about what you guys got going on. And so, like you said, it's a great conversation starter for mainly the Hispanic community.
Yeah.
In our culture, we grew up around Hispanic people. That's all we grew up around. And so there's just sometimes I don't know if I'd call it shyness, or maybe I'd say, let's leave it at shy for now. But people don't feel comfortable asking.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're here for that voice to be heard, that sometimes chooses not to.
Yeah.
For fear, for lack of knowledge, for whatever it might be.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what really matters, is that conversation of, hey, gas prices used to be different, and maybe exploring why that is, and then just having that conversation with people. And that's the way you explained it to me, and I really like that, is you guys are really just trying to get people to think and have discussions, and then they can make their own informed decision based on that information, right? Whatever it is. Because this is not a political show. We're not pushing anyone any way intentionally, because we want to see the community come together. But what you guys are doing, though, is also making sure to have those conversations beyond the, I guess, awkwardness, right? Of you have to vote this way, you have to do it this way. You don't have to, but you can push conversation and just like, why?
Well, and I see a lot of people having a lot of talk and not a lot of walk, or getting involved and engaged with the community and giving back. And you can't have someone really buy into the talk or even explore it if you're not doing what you're talking about and caring. So I love that you guys are just being a light out there and spreading love and just being there. And I would say even beyond the Hispanic community, it helps build the bridge from the Hispanic community to other communities. I know your family, your dad worked really hard with building a bridge from the Black community to the Hispanic community, and did a great job of that. And I can see that, these events, like, I was blown away by the different demographics and just everybody coming together. And it was just a really neat atmosphere.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was. 3 of the other events that we did, again, on that larger scale, was right down the street. I don't know if you guys have been to Toro de Oro. I've taken Dave there.
I haven't been, no.
Probably 2 or 3 times.
It's delicious.
And so anyway, we gave 100 people a gift card for $59.08.
That's awesome.
100 people. So again, same thing as like people are, what do you need from me? What do you need from me? We don't. Just check in for us, and then we're just trying to help out. How can we alleviate a little bit? It's not going to fix anything, but it's going to provide a little bit of help. Out of nowhere.
It's brilliant.
What was the $59.08 representing?
So same concept. The current administration, prior to it, groceries, when you went to the grocery store, a family of four on average was spending $59.08 less per
Wow.
week. So I think that's pretty low, very, very conservative, because I feel when I go to the grocery store that I'm spending $200 more per week. But anyway, that's where it was
Yeah.
coming from, just to show, hey guys, right now the economy has kind of shifted. What can we do as a community to make our voice be heard and try to change, try to help this?
Yeah, improve quality of life for people, and that's what Good Shepherd does. We our goal is to improve the quality of life for people by giving them clothes that are donated from the community and give it back out for free.
Hmm.
So it's a similar concept, right? That idea of really just supporting that person, giving them maybe some hope and dignity that's been robbed from them in some form from a life situation, right?
And you guys are national as well, right? You have different chapters, but you're also a national organization.
Yeah, my chapter, if I recall correctly, Nevada chapter, because Vegas, I'm not from there, and so I think their chapter has been here 7 years, Nevada. Libre in the nation, I think, has 16 chapters, but there's
Okay,
also like
awesome.
sister kind of type orgs
Sure.
that they're definitely in the spaces that we're not in.
Yeah,
So-
I looked it up on, I'm not sure if it was Facebook or just online, and I think it was in Florida or some other state. They were doing some big events as well. It's really cool.
Huge. And so I think, again, not the Libre initiative, but the different kind of hats that the organization has
Sure.
made a huge impact with kind of
Yeah.
the Latino, I think, community
Cool.
this year. So
That's great. So how can people help you or get involved with Libre Initiative?
basically come to an event. That's how you can help out. Come to an event. As you said, we have conversations. We don't like the, I don't know what approach you'd call it, aggressive approach.
Yeah.
We're here to have a conversation, and
Yeah.
we understand everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to make their own decisions, but we just want to, in case you haven't heard or haven't, again, informed yourself, want to give some information.
I will say this as a nonpartisan statement, and I really like the culture that you guys are developing, no matter what political stance people have. We have lost the ability in America for our younger generations to have respectful conversation and dialogue and just talk about things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotten so extreme on any side. So I really like that you bring people together and have respectful conversations, because that's what America is all about, is having those differences, maybe agreeing to disagree, but being open enough to be able to talk about it.
Definitely.
Huge. So what's the website?
So Libre is the libreinitiative.org.
Okay.
And then also, I'm sure maybe we can drop somewhere in links or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For people then to be able to reach out or get notified of events that we have coming up.
Great. Yeah, we'll tag your Facebook. Definitely. And yeah, well, this is all about conversations. That's what we do here. Like, these are long conversations. We've had how many guests? 50 something guests on
Wow.
this show, and which is great. Which is great to be able to have different conversations with different people on how we can make this community a better place, right? Because that's what nonprofits should be doing.
Yeah.
They should be trying to make the community better. And so,
Do you guys, are you a 501c3? Or
Well, that's where, when I mentioned we have different caps, yes. So
Okay.
the portion that I'm directing in Northern Nevada is the C3.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
And then we have a C6, which is our Libre Institute,
gotcha.
which we are actually, now that we brought it up, quick parentheses, we're starting our English, our ESL classes
Okay,
in January. So
can
a
you
good one.
teach me Spanish?
I've tried.
Oh.
We've tried, and the farthest we got was a chile relleno, because that's all you can eat.
That's all I can eat.
Can't even have
That is
tacos.
It was
vegetarian.
good though. When you got it, when we went over to dinner at your house, it was good. I liked that.
But people can donate, though, to the 501c3 and it be tax deductible.
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
Good.
And they can do that at your website. And then also, are you looking for volunteers?
That's the main thing we're looking for, to be honest.
Okay.
Excuse me. We help out so much that we are always needing volunteers. And a lot of the times I get these volunteers from high schools,
Wow.
high school students that need community service hours for specific schools or classes, ROTC, JAG, Key Club. Sometimes I've heard history classes need some type of community service. So kids trying to get those hours out of the way, we provide transportation through Uber, feed them. I think you saw the day that we were out here.
That's really cool.
They'll spoil, and then you get your community service hours out of the way.
Man, that's a place to do community service.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know, right?
We don't do that at Good Shepherd.
It's good to get the younger generations involved too, though. I like that, man. That's good.
No, whenever we're at doing an event with you guys, I'm always like, oh, there's always these young volunteers that are excited to have these conversations in the community. That's really cool.
They really are.
Are you giving the community service people a hard time here, Dave? You kind of laughed a little hard at that.
I guess we got to do better.
We
man.
might get more volunteers if you went so hard. No?
I'm a tough guy, tough cookie. I think it's great. I think that the conversation piece really matters, and I really want to say thank you for those events that we've partnered together with. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it's been a blessing to be able to, first off, again, the relationship with you, but then what we've been able to do with our organizations, with our businesses, with everything we have, how we've come together, and just to be able to help out. So, and
your main gig. Because is that a part-time gig or is that the main gig? Because I know you're in real estate as well.
Real estate. The main gig is insurance. Real estate.
Okay.
We help out if the opportunity presents itself, but we're not out there like focusing on that. But we do have it's called Minera Group by Country Financial, and so we provide lots of home, auto, life, and business insurance.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I just wanted to plug that real quick too, because I think you're a good guy and.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to get that out there.
Appreciate
it.
Absolutely. And yeah, man, it's almost Thanksgiving. Can you believe it?
Oh my goodness. Let's talk about Thanksgiving traditions. What's your favorite Thanksgiving tradition, Chaz?
I love leftovers like a sandwich.
Leftover. You make a big Thanksgiving sandwich. Yeah.
What about you?
I'm trying to think now that you guys mention it. It's probably just be as lazy as possible the entire day.
Which is nice, right?
The entire day. Yeah. It's one of the few days where no one will bother you.
That's so true.
One of the few, aside from the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Which you'll notice this year.
What?
And moving forward.
It's
not
fine.
bother. I'm just saying time occupied. You can't use it for other things.
Dude, these noise canceling headphones since the baby came has been clutch.
I heard Nika say you guys are planning for like 10 children. That's
nice.
Amazing. Nice.
Doesn't surprise me. Dave's ambitious. Dave is ambitious.
Overachiever.
Thanksgiving, we normally do something with my sister, a big family thing, and that's always a lot of fun. And I mean, just some of the best memories was the whole family coming together at my mom's house growing up and for Thanksgiving, because we have a lot of family in town. Mm-hmm. So it's nice just seeing everyone and catching up. And I remember my dad, he always makes this, he watches the show. So if you see this, Dad, you should comment. But he always does this like eggnog, specialty eggnog, and I'm gonna spoil it for the world. I guess everyone's gonna know what it is now.
Yeah.
It's eggnog, a whole tub of vanilla ice cream.
Okay. Wow.
And Sprite.
Oh.
It's pretty tasty. It's pretty good, and it reminds me of being a kid too. So
that sounds sweet.
It is sweet.
I honestly think I'm going to try it.
It's pretty good.
I love eggnog.
I like vanilla ice cream.
But eggnog is so rich already.
The Sprite and stuff like cuts it though a little bit. So
better be a lot of Sprite.
I'm just saying. I think it's pretty good. Maybe I'm biased because I normally don't like sugar. I'm not a sugary guy. Like I'm the guy at the parties. Everyone's like, "Oh, here's cake." I'm like, "I'm good." But
when you do have sugar, it's sugar.
I go hard.
And let's put a disclaimer: if there's Sprite and you dump ice cream in there, it's gonna fizz up. Are you just doing that? So
no.
Yes.
I feel like that
was all these comments. They made me do it.
You made me do it. No, how dare you? Hey, just so you guys know too, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you would get your podcast. Type in Community Cares Podcast. We're the first thing that comes up, or at least should be. It's been happening on most of those platforms. So thank you. That is because of the viewers and listeners like you. You guys put us on the top. So definitely really matters because we're just a small local nonprofit just talking about things in the community, and for some reason people are listening. So it matters to me, because without you guys, without the listener and viewer, there is no Community Cares podcast. And guess what? There's no Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet without the people that believe in us.
That's right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Here we go. Ooh.
Yeah, I can't do any of those things. Those things don't work for me. For the poor listeners, they're like, what's going on?
Half the time it doesn't work for me either. So,
Hey guys,
or like it gives a thumbs down on a really serious subject.
that's
happened
always
once
so
or twice.
awkward.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, there's some people talking about like suicide and stuff on our
it
podcast.
was like thumbs down.
And then it went thumbs down. We're like, no,
Whoa!
we don't mean that. We don't mean that.
I don't know. It's like
I don't know why.
It just picks and chooses.
Hey guys, if you want to support Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, please visit getclothes.org with an S, getclothes.org. You can always feel free to donate time, money, or clothing. We need a lot of clothing right now. We need
men's clothing,
sweatpants,
especially.
we need jackets, we need
just
all sorts of
realized,
things.
Dave, sorry to interrupt. You guys are so cozy over here, and I'm just over here.
Well, now we're at the end of the show.
Sorry,
We're about
sorry.
to finish it up. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. We help over 700 people a month,
Or more.
no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you next
Take care.
week.
Thank you.